Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to a league racing video on the channel. Today, we're racing around Japan. This is round 1 of 10 in the league called RRL, or Rapid
I'm out
Racing League.
first.
And we're racing with, in the background, Frosties. That is my teammate for the season for all 10 races. And we will be just trying to defend our title. We won here last season, and, want to carry that on. So, round 1, we got to have a strong one, and it's going to be a good one. So, let's get out here on the track and have fun, and most importantly, let's try and win the race. These dogs don't sit put.
Track's pretty empty right now. Lots of space.
Pretty empty right
guys,
now.
everyone
Lots
be
of
aware the
space.
car's ready to go.
First one out.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna come out sooner, but I don't like it. I showed speed ruins Ashton Hall's career.
Dude. Oh, I saw that. It's because Ashton Hall lost in a race to I Show Speed. And then Ashton Hall got really mad at Speed for winning the race.
And minus the Ashton Hall I showed speed drama we had in the background, here we go now. Starting our debut race for Alpine as a team principal and a driver. And we'll get more into that later. But here we go. Starting the lap. Full battery. DRS on. Start pumping battery down the straight and trying to get our best lap. And let's just see later down the line how it goes. Yeah, I can't take the first corner properly on the new setup, or on the new wheel and pedals. And as you can hear me say, I'm not comfortable with the new wheel and pedals. And when I speak of that, I had a Logitech G29 with the pedals, and now I'm just switched to a McLaren GT3 wheel with Fanatec pedals. So, thanks business for the upgrade. And, I'm not too comfortable yet. I went deep. And as you can see, I went deep, just showing I'm not too comfortable yet.
That's the most mid lap of all time.
I had purple sector 1 and I sent it deep into the third gear.
Really says something about my lap, huh?
29.0. Okay, so maybe my quali time.
But really.
What'd you say?
Some turns too. I said a 129.3.
It's not bad though.
Yeah. I just suck ass at Japan.
A lot of people.
I think Japan's a fun track though. I just suck at it.
How the fuck have I done that? And now, a little bit questionable, how have I done that? So now I'm going on my next lap here, right behind Knight. I want to improve, because... Nice juicy slipstream, my brother. My brother. Woohoo! Because I feel like I could have improved, and now I have slipstream on Knight, and I thought he had just finished his lap here. You're going to hear a little bit of confusion now. Is he on a lap? Surely not, right?
I ran out of fuel! No! I was up 3/10 at a purple sector 2!
I was up 2/10 on the main straight, but Knight's continuing his lap.
Dude,
I'm
so mad.
So after that, just canceled the lap. We went in, we sat and waited, refueled, a minimum fuel, new tires, and now we're going on our final lap, our final flying lap. And here we go. Alright, good luck.
I don't think I'll make it. Yeah, I won't make it. Yeah. Well. You're back. I was like 10-6 with. We'll be back.
Now, as you heard, Frosties didn't make it to the line, so now I'll be the last hope on this team to set a lap. And as you already see, we're about 800s up. Now, getting a better corner down there, but 5/10 up, coming into a tight hairpin here as you see Giotti in the travel. Did Giotti bottle it? Giotti bottle it. As you can hear me, Giotti Jody was in the gravel, he bottled his lap, so he will not improve. Coming out of Spoon Curve, just about reaching 5/10 gain on this lap alone. And, you know, we're starting to get closer and closer. Trying to get there. There's purple sectors. You see it plop on. That's sector 2 on the top right of your screen here. And now coming into the final corner, all we need to do is just nail this. And I turn in too early. And I mess it up terribly. Last corner.
Only
3/10 up.
That was a 5/10. That's unfortunate.
And it's a 28.368.
Okay.
I messed up the last corner so bad. I shouldn't have gotten that. I beat
No,
Null by
got it.
by 1. Wow. It was a close one with Null.
For Brandon. Unless Johnny goes faster, but I don't think he will.
I think he bottled.
Yeah.
And as you hear, Jody bottled his lap, and as you saw earlier, he was in the gravel. So we will start on pole for the first round of RRL Season 4. And it is going to be a stressful one because of how quick Noel is. And he is going to be a threat all race long, as I would presume. And let's just wait and see what happens. Why is the crowd so loud?
I don't know.
I'm not the only one, right?
Yeah, it was really loud when I got to it.
And now it's quiet. And you hear me talking about the crowd in the background and how it's so loud, but minus that, 5 red lights, and away we go. The only one softs, I think.
No, I am.
Okay. Get a great jump ahead of Noel. Down to the first corner, I'm ahead of everybody, and the Sauber just hits the Haas in the background.
Joey just hit Stiggy.
Just sends him wide. And they're going to lose a lot of time because of that. And now, you know, starting
Sony's so slow!
we have to pull away as much as we can within these first few laps.
Yes, because Zony is so slow.
And as you hear, Frosty's has been spun in the second corner of this race. And it's all gone to shambles. It'll be your last quali stint.
Okay.
Like the one with the most minimum wear. My exits are going to be key. Yeah, I'm the second clear and all. Stiggy's at 1.6 behind him. He's trying for it. Because if he gets in DRS, he's chilling. Oh, he messed up. He messed up big time. He went from 1.2 to 2.1. And as you can see, you know, a lap later in Spoon Curve, Noel lost a lot of time. He actually had a mistake, and he's going to fall towards Joey. And he's going to lose a lot of crucial time that could hurt him down the line of this race, just raw pace-wise. Joey's going to have a field day with that if he catches up. In which he's 1.2 off. And as you hear me saying, you know, he's 1.2 off. He's going to be close to near that DRS zone. And all I want now from them is just to be fighting and, you know, slowing each other down so I can pull a nice lead. And now, as you can see, 3 laps later, Noel's going to start to catch up now. And people are starting to pit. My tires are falling off so hard compared to Noel's.
Yep.
And hearing what other drivers are starting to get onto, and it's all a strategy game now because Noel's catching up a lot quicker than I would have liked, and it's starting to become a problem. Liam and Michael just asked to play Fort through my Twitch chat.
Play Fortnite?
Yeah, through my Twitch chat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, out of that hairpin, I'm going to lose so much time to Noel because he has so much more grip. I got to burn battery out of there.
Just don't set it here.
Yeah, we should get him banned. What did I do? Midge lock, man. Unlocked.
Aiming, 3 seconds.
Stiggy 3 second. He's in P4. So P4 and 5 have 3 seconds. If Noel catches me this lap, I think I might hit a lap early. I'm not sure though. Tires are well cooked. And as you hear me say, my tires are cooked and I need to pit a lap early, in which I
Tony's
go,
so far back and he's still losing time.
in which I go pit. So now going into the pits, being careful. I have to be careful in the pit entrance because that's what gets a lot of people. Two
I
clicks
saved
to
the
front
pit.
wing. Fuck, it's a little bit late now. And now going on to the medium tires. Got one more stop after this. And trying to see where I'll come out of. And we just come out P9. Not too far back behind the acid, but we'll catch up to him pretty quick.
Okay, one stop to go.
I
Just
came out
stop left in the
P9.
strategy.
I'm really hoping that the dirty air fucked Noel. It gives Joey an opportunity back into it. It's now a lap later. We're right on the back of the Aston Martin of ZLM. And it looks like he's just trying to chicken. Oh, you fucking chicken. He just DRS chicken there. But realistically, he'll come into the pits at the end of this lap. This DRS chickening is not allowed, but it doesn't matter. He's going into the pits. He's going on to his next stint. And after all of these guys ahead pitting, we will be...
Gap to the car in front.
He's pitted, doesn't matter. He's just getting out of the way then. Good man. Two floors has a 13-second.
What?
Yeah, speeding.
Yes!
There you go. I don't know if you saw the money, but fastest lap does go towards money.
Good.
Yeah. I think it's 500k for fastest lap in Div 2.
Good.
In Div 1 it's like a mil. I think Div 1 all the like money is like half. I'm 7 seconds ahead of Joey. Undercut of Doom. And I'm 16 seconds behind Noel. I think he's going for one stop. Yeah, no, I went deep in the last chicane. I'm not taking it from you. Don't worry. Noel pit. Noel's 3-stopping. I didn't take it from you.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
So bad.
Noel's gonna come out like next to and or behind Joey. Because he went so long. Joey's gonna be right on his ass. Yeah, Joey's right there and he's on warm tires. I think Noel just kinda
as you
cucked
hear
himself
me
into the
say,
battle.
Noel might have hurt himself a little
But
bit.
he's got better tires.
And Noel and Joe are the only two that are going to be
1.6
fighting me for this
7.2. What's the
win
good
right
distance
here. And if
between
those
yourself
two
and the car
fight,
behind?
it'll actually help me a lot more. I'm in net
P1, as you hear me
1.7,
say, Joey might try to push for it.
1.6
the gap.
He's
Joey's gonna try and
he's a
push for that.
potential for a P2 if they fight and Noel gets a
66
penalty.
the road with the 3
But
second.
as of right now, Noel might not have any warnings. And I don't have any warnings
Sounds
either.
like
So
P4.
far it's so good. And it's just been an overall, just a
I'm just in
clean
the middle of the
race.
track.
Were you chilling?
I'm good. I am P9. 2 people in front of me have a 3 second, and they are within 3 seconds. So,
Oh, you're not far at all.
yeah, I know.
Did Two Floys get his 10-second pitted off?
I don't know. I don't see him. Rasam's bottled.
Oh no, he was on set for a P4. Stiggy pitted. Off the hards, 12 laps only. Go one more lap, that's what I'm doing.
Now, a little bit later down the line, Noel's 2 seconds behind and catching quick. And I need to do something here soon.
Thing is, Noel is catching and he's dragging Joey with him. And I'm not braking as late as he is, that's for sure. Actually, I might be. I might be braking later or just about the same. And now
Gap to your
it's
teammate
pedal to the
behind,
metal because my tires are done. I need to do
41.0
one more stint, so I'm gonna have about 9 to 10 laps on these next set of mediums, and I need to get the job done. Thing is, if I pit now, I come out in 7th. And is traffic gonna fuck me?
There's so much traffic, dog.
That's what I'm worried about, but I'm also worried about him getting DRS and then... it being a
Also,
shit
Two
show.
Flows got hit rid of his
Box
10
this lap.
second.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
But Two Flows still has a 6 seconds, so.
want to be giving Noel dirty air. And I need Joey to fucking do something. But he's not. Joey's not even putting pressure on Noel. I almost got a speeding. Ooh, that was close. On to the medium. Hey, a bunch of people to pit with me.
Right, let's go. Come on. Perfect job from you and the
Who
crew
pits?
there,
Who
mate. We're
pits? Who
delighted
pits?
with that.
Nobody. If I come out behind Shoddy, that could.
The later they pit, the better for me.
Speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
That means I'm just dropping down time.
Rassam let me go. I actually love Rassam. So much respect for him.
And I thought there was a Rassam, but it was Eamon. So thank you so much, Eamon, is what I meant to say. And I'm not ahead of the Ferrari.
I respect Rassam so much. Even though the title fight, we were it was close. I actually respect him so much.
And again, it's still Eamon, but I didn't really care about that. That wasn't my focus because all I saw was a Ferrari.
He knows I'm going for the win, and he just lets me through. Just don't get a pen, mate. Noel doesn't have any pens. That's my problem. Noel is the problem. But Joey is not putting any pressure on him, and he has DRS every single lap. They are not fighting, which is not what I need. I need them to fight and clash. Or he pits. I think Stiggy should pit with him. Yes, thank you, mate. Clean air, DRS, but not a lot of battery. The DRS does help me, though. They're both on softs. I might be fucked. They're both on softs. I forgot they went flip strategy. Joey somehow came out 2 seconds behind Noel. That's not good at all.
And as I said, you know, Noel was going to be a problem. He's 2 seconds ahead of Joey. And Joey is no longer, you know, fighting Noel at this point.
Laps. That's actually rough.
As you heard me say, you know,
Yeah.
these guys are both coming out on softs, and they're going to be attacking quick, and they're going to be flying. So it's only a matter of time before Noel catches up to me.
5 seconds doesn't matter. He's on softs, mate. And with his pace that he's had, it doesn't matter. If he gets into my DRS and he does some tricks and he gets me last minute, mate, he's just got it. I just need him to get a penalty, you know? If he gets a penalty, I'm straight cruising. Zoney doesn't have a penalty either. He's going for a...
Tony has to pit.
I think he's gone to the end, Zoney.
No, because he was in last before he pit.
Is he?
I don't think he's going to the end.
I think there's potential of it. I just hit my microphone, I can't lie. And now about 3 laps later, going on 4, the gap's gone from 4.3 to 1/4 that lap he gained. His straight line's gonna be nicer. I think he's running lower wings.
And as you hear me say, he's probably going to be running lower wings, and his tires
Went deep.
are going to be
Of course I go deep.
a little bit better than mine up until maybe about the end of this lap to maybe next lap. And, you know, as you can see, I'm starting to struggle a bit, and he's starting to catch up a lot more than I would like, and I'm starting to get a little bit uncomfortable. But as long as he's not in DRS, everything's going to be fine.
I think he's purely gaining on some of these tighter corners and just the straights. Yeah, and there he is. Yeah, I can't go none in that corner because that's where he gains the most time. Oh, the commentators are gonna be fucking losing their shit because of how close we are.
And as you can see, this is the closest Noel's ever been, and I actually held him off a little bit because of, you know, that last corner, holding him off from getting DRS, and on that last straight because I had a bit more battery than him. And like I said, the commentators are going to be going a little bit nuts because this is the closest anybody's been to me all race. When
I gotta shut up and nail in a few laps here.
this is the closest anybody's been when on the same stint. So far, I just gotta keep going with how I'm going. You know, his tires are gonna be worse than mine towards the end. I just have to save battery in the first sector, and then just use it within the last two because I get him in the last two sectors, and he catches me so much just after this hairpin because of black magic. I don't know.
38 really needs to work my favor. I went deep.
He's got something nailed down.
I think he did too. I think we both went deep. But I think he pushes immediately out of that corner. There he is. I just gotta play these cat and mouse games up until the line.
And like I said, I just gotta play cat and mouse. You know, I gotta push all my batteries so he doesn't get DRS and fend him off all the way up until the line.
I went deep. My tires are gone. I don't know how his aren't completely off a bridge yet.
And here we go now, finishing the penultimate lap, going on to the final lap. No has DRS this time, and I don't have any battery, so I'm gonna be in a bit of a struggle here.
Oh, he's got me with DRS on this straight, I think. And unless he bottled it right there.
Like I said, I think he's got it, in which I just take a brief look back here, and I think he does. And he's gaining a lot, so that confirms my suspicion. And now it's just a race up to the line. And it's just a matter of how much battery can I save, how much defense can I play. And realistically, can I stay ahead of him? Because he definitely has the pace to beat me here. And, you know, going through these S's, I'm not as comfortable as he is, as I'm actually pulling a little bit, and then he's actually getting me back. So it's kind of a 50-50. And as you can see, burning a little bit of battery up the hill, coming across, and then all the way down, and I'm about 9/10 up. I'm finding just
Save all through here.
random raw pace through here. As I said, I'm gonna save, and I've got 50% battery, and I'm still chugging along. About a second now, and it's starting to look more and more realistic as we come through the second sector. Getting into Spoon Curve, we have about 30% battery, and it's still about 9/10, 8/10 the gap. And it's just gonna keep going and going. He's got more battery, but he doesn't have the tire wear. He doesn't have DRS, he doesn't have slipstream.
Oh, no! No!
As you can hear, Frosty's complaining. He got cucked a little bit by Sticky, but that's okay. As I'm rounding the last two corners, and we will be ahead of Null, and we will win around Japan in round 1 of RRL.
Come on! Let's fucking go! Oh my god! Oh my god! Joey ran out of fuel. Joey ran out of fuel at the end. It's okay, P5, not bad. Oh my god!
And as you can hear, a little bit emotional.
Yeah,
But earlier in the day wasn't the greatest day, but came on, came here, provided, got us the win. So we got a win in Div 1 and Div 2, and, you know, as a team principal, very happy. It was a rough race, and, you know, it could have gone either way between me and Noel. But overall, well
Good
done.
race. Yes.
It was a good, no, it was good. From P4, from where you were, mate, amazing race.
Should have been at P3. Good win.
Yeah,
Pretty dominant the entire race, huh?
it was a good outing. And now, after the race, we have points for the top 12 and an extra point for the fastest lap. That's why Two Floors has 4 points, but not too bad. And for a day for Alpine, I mean, 37 points. We lead by 16 points. So not too bad of an outing for us. And I'm sure we can't complain about that at all. But besides that, that'll be all for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time in Brazil. Bye up.